Carly Rae Jepsen is a Canadian singer-songwriter from Mission, British Columbia. In 2007, she placed third in Canadian Idol Season 5's competition and was a part of the Canadian Idol Top 3 concert tour. Shortly after competing on Canadian Idol, she independently released her debut album, Tug of War, through Maple Music Recordings on September 30, 2008. 3 years later, she released a new single, titled Call Me Maybe, on Canadian label 604 Records, which was followed by the release of an EP titled Curiosity on February 14, 2012. In February 2012, pop singer Justin Bieber referred her to his manager, Scooter Braun, who subsequently signed Jepsen to his Schoolboy Records label while obtaining an American deal with global distribution on affiliate Interscope Records, after Call Me Maybe gained popularity on YouTube by reaching 400 million views. The single reached the #1 spot on both the US Billboard and Canadian Hot 100, while also topping the charts in 19 other countries. Jepsen's musical influences include James Taylor, Bruce Springsteen and Van Morrison. Jepsen has received multiple awards and nominations, including 3 Juno Awards and 2 Grammy Award nominations. She was also named by Billboard as 2012's Rising Star and introduced in Canada's Walk of Fame Slaight Allan Awards. Life and career. Jepsen was born in Mission, British Columbia, the daughter of Alexandra and Larry Jepsen. Her stepfather is Ron Lanzarotta. She attended Heritage Park Secondary School in Mission, and has since performed there post-graduation. She has Danish roots. She later attended the Canadian College of Performing Arts in Victoria, British Columbia before auditioning for Canadian Idol. After completing the Canadian Idol tour, Jepsen went back to British Columbia to focus on writing, recording and completing her band. Her demos attracted attention and she was eventually signed a joint management deal with Simkin Artist Management and Dexter Entertainment, which led Jepsen into the studio with producer Ryan Stewart. Founder Jonathan Simkin of Simkin Artist Management, who is also co-founder of the Vancouver-based record label 604 Records, was initially reluctant to also sign her to the 604 label right away, instead opting to jointly take on her management as a first step. Jepsen struck an independent signing with Maple Music Recordings and distribution via Fontana North. 2008 Euro 2010, Tug of War. On June 16, 2008, Jepsen released her debut single and another single, a cover of John Denver's song Sunshine on My Shoulders. On July 21, 2008, Jepsen added 2 new songs from the album to her MySpace page, Bucket, and Heavy Lifting. In August 2008, Jepsen's MySpace page announced that the album's title would be Tug of War, and it was independently released on September 30, 2008 through Maple Core Fontana North. The page also mentioned 2 more songs that were included on the album, Tug of War, and Sweet Talker. The former was released as a single on iTunes on September 16, 2008, and has been receiving radio airplay on various stations across Canada. She performed the latter as her Canadian Idol audition. A music video for Tug of War was released in January 2009. Bucket, her second single, was released in May 2009. A video for Sour Candy, a duet with Josh Ramsey of Marianas Trench, who would also go on to produce Call Me Maybe, was also released. All of Jepsen's music videos have been directed by Ben Nechtel. In spring 2009, she toured Western Canada with Marianas Trench and Shiloh. She then went on a cross-Canada tour with Marianas Trench, the New Cities and Mission District. 2011 Euro 2013, Curiosity, mainstream success and Kiss, following the steady appeal since her debut album, Canadian label 604 Records, co-founded by Jepsen's ongoing manager Jonathan Simkin, signed Jepsen to the label. Jepsen also began recording material for her sophomore album in 2011 with previous collaborators Josh Ramsey and Ryan Stewart. One of those songs, Call Me Maybe, was chosen as the first single and released in Canada on September 21, 2011. In January 2012, dating pop singers Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez were in Canada for the holidays and heard the track on the mainstream radio. After they tweeted about it on their personal profiles, Jepsen instantly gained international attention. Soon after in February, Jepsen visited Bieber and his manager Scooter Braun in Los Angeles, where she subsequently obtained an American deal with Braun's label Schoolboy Records and Interscope Records, enabling her access to global distribution. At the same time, 604 Records was gearing up for the release of her second studio album. Having obtained a new deal of global caliber, it was mutually decided to postpone plans for a release of a second studio album, as her new deal called for Jepsen to work with a host of in-demand producers in recording additional all-new material. Therefore, at the last minute, 604 Records decided to only release 6 of her completed tracks with producers Ramsey and Stewart as an EP, including the hit single Call Me Maybe. The EP, titled Curiosity, was released on February 14, 2012 in Canada, coinciding with her rising popularity on YouTube and social media sites. Call Me Maybe became the first song by a Canadian artist to reach the top of the digital chart since Justin Bieber's Baby in January 2010. It is also only the 11th song by a Canadian artist to reach number 1 on the digital songs chart since Nielsen SoundScan began tracking digital download sales in 2005. The song also peaked at number 1 on the Canadian Hot 100, making Jepsen the 4th Canadian artist to do so. Jepsen was also the first Canadian Idol contestant to enter the UK charts, when Call Me Maybe debuted at number 1. On June 26, 2012, Jepsen's duet with Owl City, Good Time, was released as a digital download and appears on both artists' albums. The song debuted at number 18 on the Billboard Hot 100 and later peaked at number 8. In June 2012, Jepsen appeared on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon to sing Call Me Maybe. Jimmy Fallon and his house band The Roots played children's classroom instruments and Jimmy sang along with Jepsen. In early August 2012, Jepsen announced that her second album, Kiss, would be released on September 18, 2012. She premiered her song This Kiss on Tuesday, September 18, 2012, on The Ellen DeGeneres Show. Additionally, Jepsen appeared on the 5th season premiere episode of the CW primetime soap opera, 90,210. The episode premiered on October 8, 2012. On October 25, 2012, Jepsen was named Billboard's Rising Star of 2012. In October 2012, Jepsen was sued in federal court in Los Angeles for copyright infringement. Jepsen and Owl City's Adam Young were named in a lawsuit for the song Good Time. Allison Nicole Burnett, a singer-songwriter from Huntsville, Alabama, is suing Rae Jepsen and Owl City, along with Universal Music Group, Songs Music Publishing and Schoolboy Records, ACAP and SESAC. Burnett claims Good Time features many similarities to her 2010 song It's a Love Song. Matt Thiessen and Brian Lee, the songwriters of Good Time, were also mentioned in the suit. In a second lawsuit filed on November 8, 2012, Ukrainian pop star Aza filed a lawsuit against Jepsen in U.S. District Court in Los Angeles, in which Aza accuses Rae Jepsen of sampling lyrics from Aza's song Hunky Santa without approval or consent. Aza claims her tune Hunky Santa also features a Call Me call out, which Aza claims was used to create Jepsen's Call Me Maybe. Scooter Braun Justin Bieber's manager is also named in the suit. A representative for Jepsen has denied the allegations. As part of APCA unregistered trademark S 2012 Dick Clark unregistered trademark S New Year unregistered trademark S Rakina unregistered trademark Eve, Jepsen performed her songs This Kiss and Call Me Maybe in Times Square. Candies announced in 2013 that Jepsen will be the new spokesperson for their clothing footwear brand. Jepsen was scheduled to perform at the Boy Scouts of America upcoming 2013 National Scout Jamboree, along with the band Train. In March 2013, both cited the controversy over the BSA policy on gays as barrier to their performance. Train released a statement saying it strongly opposes any kind of policy that questions the equality of any American citizen. We look forward to participating in the Jamboree this summer, as long as they make the right decision before then. Similarly, Jepsen released a statement saying as an artist who believes in equality for all people, I will not be participating in the Boy Scouts of America Jamboree this summer. In March, Jepsen has begun writing and recording sessions in preparation of her follow-up record to Kiss. She has been back into studio at Barcelona, Spain, and has written a new song with producer Bev and co-writer Tavish Crow. In June 2013, Kiss, The Remix, a compilation album containing remixes and instrumentals of singles from Kiss was released exclusively in Japan, and peaked at number 157 on the Oricon Albums Chart. 2013 Present, upcoming third studio album and other projects. In an interview with Idolator, Jepsen confirmed that she had been continuing to work on her third studio album. She shared that the upcoming record incorporates pop and folk music, and channels Robin, La Rue, Kimbra and Dragonette as influences for the studio sessions. It is confirmed that she is working with her past producers, Josh Ramsey, Ryan Stewart and Max Martin, while meeting with new producers Benny Blanco and Stargate. It is tentatively due for release in the first quarter of 2014, and stating that she's not going to rush with the album like what happened to Kiss. Instead, she will be taking her time to make sure it has its equality. On December 29, 2013, Jepsen announced that she would take over the role of Cinderella in the Broadway production of Rodgers and Hammerstein unregistered trademark S Cinderella beginning in February 2014. She will play the part for 12 weeks and will star alongside new cast member Fran Drescher. Personal life. As of May 2013, Jepsen is in a relationship with singer-songwriter Matthew Comer. Canadian Idol performances, discography. Studio albums, Tug of War, Kiss, extended plays, Curiosity, tours, filmography, awards and nominations. Note, shared with Ryan Stewart/shared with Owl City. References. External links. Official website, Carly Rae Jepsen at the Internet Movie Database, Carly Rae Jepsen at the Internet Broadway Database.